Good morning, my party people, my study people. So we have markers going everywhere. We have new words on the board. I guess we can just get into it. I hope everyone had an awesome Labor Day. Mine was just lazy, just hanging out. But the first one we have here is balance sheet. That is a statement of assets and liabilities of a company to determine its net worth. A statement of assets and liabilities of a company to determine its net worth. That is a balance sheet. Balloon mortgage is the final payment, is a mortgage where the final payment is larger than the others. The balloon payment is the final payment or the balance due of a balloon note. The bargain and sale deed. Now, I'm having a little bit of trouble comprehending this one, so if anybody has any alternate definitions, please put it in the comments so I can have a better understanding. But what Prep Agent's dictionary or definition says, it's a deed or a contract that conveys use in a buyer under the statute of uses, so no warranties. That's what it said, so that's what I'm going with. And then the last one is bankruptcy. Excuse me. Relieving a debtor from unsurmountable debt. I can speak. It's a little early in the morning, but I can speak. Relieving the debtor from an unsurmountable debt, which is bankruptcy. It can be involuntary, which would be from the creditors, or it could be voluntary, which would be petitioned from the actual debtor himself. And then I have a quote here. I've been reading a new book every week, and this week is The Miracle Morning. And he said something that I think he got from Jim Rohn or one of his mentors. It says, if you want your life to be different, you have to be willing to do something different first. If you want your life to be different, you have to be willing to do something different first. So I definitely have a hard time waking up and having a morning schedule or a morning routine where I read, I journal, I exercise, I meditate or pray, whatever works for you. But I'm trying to figure out my groove in the morning, and I think that I know that because I've been doing a lot of research and studying a lot of really successful people, but a lot of really successful people say that if you can conquer your morning, you can conquer your day. And if you can conquer your day, you can conquer your life. So one day at a time, and if you're going to start a day, why don't you start it off right? So that's what I'm working on right now. I took a break from reading Think and Grow Rich to read this book because I think that if I can get myself in the right state of mind and the right mindset in the mornings, then I can look into books like Think and Grow Rich and all the other books that I'm purchasing right now that really successful people suggest. Then I can look at it a lot differently and in a better way. So I hope this makes sense. I might be rambling, but I hope you guys have a very blessed day, and I'll see you tomorrow. You guys are awesome. You're doing great. You're doing freaking awesome. Don't give up. I know it's hard. I haven't even taken my test yet, but for all those people who I see these poor people who've taken the test multiple times, and if you're doing the same thing, the same type of studying every single time, why don't you just try something different? Instead of working on the material, Stu actually said this on one of his webinars. But try working on getting yourself in the state of mind where you don't have anxiety. And I know that's easier said than done, but if you saw me 9 years ago, you would not have recognized me. I would not have been able to get on a camera here. I was actually stuck in bed living with my dad, horribly depressed and anxiety ridden. And it took me 8 years to get to the point where, I'm okay with myself. I have anxiety. I have a feeling of anxiety now and then, but it's not to the point where it overtakes me anymore. It's to the point where I see it, I'm like, that's not who I want to be. That's not the feeling I want to have. So I'm going to focus on something different and allow something that is positive to enter rather than that negative thought. You don't hide it away or anything like that. You face it and you acknowledge it, and you realize that that's not who you are, that's not who you want to be, and whatever you're worried about is probably not going to happen. So again, rambling. I hope this helps someone. I will see you tomorrow. You guys have a beautiful, blessed, amazing, wonderful, fantastic day, because it is a beautiful, amazing, fantastic, beautiful, awesome day, because you're alive. You woke up today and you have the opportunity to wake up and be better than who you were yesterday. And that's not something to be condemned about, but it's something to be excited about. You have life, you have breath. So let's do this. Let's conquer this. Let's become real estate agents and conquer the world.